Every time I run as a libertarian, someone inevitably pops up, like a human terms and conditions box, and says, hey, just so you know, you're a spoiler. A spoiler. Like, I'm the guy at the movie theater yelling, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time! Except that the movie is Democracy, and apparently the ending was already written in 1997 by two political parties in a focus group. And I'm just here ruining it by existing. So let's challenge the premise here, because spoiler is doing a lot of quiet and weird work. When someone calls me a spoiler, what they're really saying is this election already belonged to one of the two parties, and you're interfering with the rightful transfer of power. That's not democracy. That's inheritance law. Votes don't belong to the parties. They belong to the voters. You don't owe your vote to anyone. It's not like jury duty where they send you a letter and go, congratulations, you've been randomly selected to choose between chicken or fish. And if you ask for steak, you're undermining the justice system. And that's how we talk about it. A vote for a third party is wasted. Pick someone who can actually win. That's not advice. That's emotional blackmail with a patriotic accent. And look, I get it. I'm a Marine. I was trained to operate in binary environments, friend or foe, secure or not secure. But even I know elections aren't supposed to be a hostage situation where your only options are compromise or catastrophe. But here's the part that they really don't like. If a major party candidate loses because voters chose someone else, that's not me spoiling anything. That's them failing. If you can't win an election without eliminating the competition beforehand, you don't have a strong candidate. You have a protected species. Imagine if a restaurant blamed its customers for going somewhere else. You choosing that other place is ruining our business model. No, your food is bad, and your menu hasn't changed since the Clinton administration. Earn the vote. That's the job. Now, to be fair, the system is kind of rigged to make this argument sound reasonable. We use winner-take-all plurality voting, which is a fancy way of saying you don't need a majority, you just need more than the other guy. So yeah, if there are more than two candidates, people panic because the system turns more choice into more risk. That's not a candidate problem, that's a system design flaw. Add in ballot access hurdles, debate exclusions, and party-controlled primaries, and suddenly spoiler isn't a description. It's a warning label slapped on anyone who dares to compete. And here's the wild part. We actually know how to fix all of this. Ranked choice voting, approval voting, open primaries, systems where you can vote for what you want without being punished for it. And if you're generally worried about spoilers, great, so am I. So support better voting systems. I do. But don't just stand there in the year 2026 looking at a ballot like it's a Soviet grocery store and tell me that I'm the problem because I stocked a third option. I'm worried you'll split the vote. Good. Maybe the vote needs splitting. Because if your entire political strategy depends on voters having fewer choices, you don't believe in democracy. You believe in a duopoly with branding. So let me make this really simple. I'm not a spoiler. I'm an option. The only thing I'm spoiling is the idea that you only get two choices. And if competition is a problem, what kind of democracy do you think we're running?